23 at the house when we left out. Well, gone at last, gone at last. Since they are gone at last, I went along. Speak of that bad, bad time. My sins, they are gone at last. Well, I may have lost fears, but I filled up with tears. He's a friend that watches day and night. Well, I go to him in prayer, and he knows my every care. Just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Gone at last, gone at last. Yeah, my sins, they are gone at last. I've had a long streak of that bad, bad time. My sins, they are gone at last. Well, I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in. Then a light from heaven filled my soul. It bathed my heart in love, and he wrote my name above. Just a little talk with Jesus made it whole. Gone at last, gone at last. And my sins, they are gone at last. I've had a long streak of that bad, bad time. But my sins, they are gone at last. Well, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch just like me. Well, I once was lost, but now I'm found. I'm blind, but now I see. Gone at last, gone at last. Sins, they are gone at last. I've had a long streak of that bad, bad time. My sins, they are gone at last. I've had a long streak of that bad, bad time. My sins, they are gone at last. There's Jimmy Swagger for you early this morning. I had 3 or 4 requests on Facebook already. Got them yesterday, I think. Got to go hear a couple of buddies of mine play last night at a restaurant, cafe. Man, them guys. I did a concert with them boys a month or 2 ago in my hometown where they raised money for the old theater. So it was pretty cool. But one of them's Kenny Fulton from Gillies. Played at Gillies for years and years. He was in the house band. Kenny Fulton and the Bayou City Beats, if anybody's from Houston remembers that. Kenny's there. He's 74. He still can sing and still can play good now. But I had a request for Bible on my dash, so I wrote this song. I was getting gas at my hometown. And I had my music turned up pretty loud. The guy pulled up our East French Concrete with and said, "Hey," and he said, "Somebody told me you were singing gospel music." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I hear Haggard on your radio." And I thought for a second, man, I think you can be a Christian man and still love Merle Haggard music, you know. So I got back in my truck. My Bible was laying on the dashboard of that truck. So I said, "Man, there's a song in this." So I wrote this song, knew we got a good cut on it, and I knew I needed to get it out on a CD, so I went and hopped my pickup again at the bank. They just kept the title for me, you know, the whole time. And we put it out on CD, and I've got them over for sale. We get $10 on our CDs, and if you ain't got $10 a day, I'll give you a CD. Everybody leave here with a blessing, so good Lord, He always blesses us. Blessed us last night with good chicken fried steak at that old cafe. On my way to Cowboy Church, and I stopped off for gas. Saw an old friend of mine, and he just had to ask. We all heard that you got saved. What's that on your stereo? I'm just a country boy, just born again with Jesus in my soul. Still love to ride those back roads with the windows down, and my pickup truck just turning up those good old country signs. Still love old Mervyn Whalen, old Hank, Johnny Cash. Country music on my radio and a Bible on my dash. The Bible keeps me grounded everywhere I go. Keep it by my steering wheel so I'll always have it close. When the world is closing in, I let it speak to me. Saved by His amazing grace, by the Prince of Peace. Still love to ride those back roads with the windows down. My pickup truck just turning up those good old country signs. Still love old Mervyn Whalen, old Hank, Johnny Cash. Country music on my radio and a Bible on my dash. Country music on my radio and a Bible on my dash. Yeah, that's how that song got written. I would write a song, when the good Lord sends a song like that to me, I'd write it and sing it the next morning in church. For some reason, I guess He sent it to me on Saturday night, so I'd do that. But another one, I had to get Shiny Winters to give me some words for this one. But I had some words messed up a little bit. It wasn't. He gave me the right word. Let me put it that way. But I wrote this on a Saturday night and sung it over here on Sunday morning. And I said, Shane, should I say this or this? He said, no, definitely this. I said, okay. He said, now I get half the writing. Okay. I sent you half the money.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. But I dreamed this song and I told him, y'all heard this story, but there's so many people here that haven't. I see a lot of new faces here today. Man, that's good. That's good stuff. I dreamed this song and I told Rhonda, I said, I woke her up. I said, hey, get up and get a piece of paper and a pencil and write this. I'm gonna grab a guitar, write this song down, because if I go back to sleep, I'll forget it. I don't want to do that. It's doing. Bring it all the way through. I know what I said, grab a piece of paper and pencil, let me get a guitar. She said, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, I'm sorry. But we got up, wrote it down right quick, and this is my first #1 song, so kind of tells my life a little bit. A lot of people tell me they can't believe their eyes. They're singing gospel music with the Bible held up high. They say that they remember back in my wilder days. They always liked my music, just never thought I'd change. But I got saved, got down on my knees, Lord I prayed. He covered me with His amazing grace. And I know that now my life is showing everything got better when I got saved. Everyone has an angel to help them on their way, to walk that straight and narrow, to keep these old boys safe. As I look back on those days, I was the one held bound. Give me a little bit more hope. Thank God in the end, my angels stuck around till I got saved. it. Now my life gets shorter, and everything got better when I got saved. Now I see how special His love and grace could be, to accept His free salvation, and the love will set you free when you get saved. Get down on your knees, now just pray. He'll cover you with His amazing grace. You'll know it, then your life gets shorter, and everything will get better when you get saved. I look like I saved something. You know, I said something about a #1 song. I want everybody to know, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I ain't bragging on Michael Knight. I'm bragging that Jesus Christ took a sorry sucker like Michael Knight and saved him at 47 years old. I was beginning to wonder.
So was he.
Yes, so was a lot of people. I tell you, that a story that I don't know if I've ever told this before, but one of my best friends was the chief of police. And I wasn't in the police department, you know, so I give them hell. I'm gonna just be honest with you, that's straight up business. I gave them hell for many years. But me and him was always friends, and he locked me up several times. But he was down with cancer, and his wife called me and said, hey, they put Ronnie in hospice. And he's asked for 3 people. And you're one of them. Did you make the vocal louder out there or just on the monitor? It's louder up there? If we can turn it down just a little bit. But, so, I didn't want to go up there and see Ronnie, to be honest with you. Ronnie was always a big guy. And, when I got there, he was asleep. And man, he didn't, you know, he was a 260, 270 dude, you know. And he was about 115 pounds. And I said, don't wake him up. His wife said, oh, heck yeah, I'm gonna wake him up. He's been asking for you. And they're putting him in hospice in the morning, so he's gonna be gone quick. So they woke him up. And he said, he put his hand up. I got him by the hand. And he said, boy, I'm glad you showed up. He said, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to sing in my funeral. I said, man, I ain't singing your funeral. You ain't gonna die. You're too mean to die. I wanted to say, you see this scar on the back of my head when you hit me with a flashlight that time? Still ain't forgot that, but I didn't say nothing. But he said, one thing I wanted to let you know is I'm sure glad you got saved. Because I had been saved about 3 or 4 years and was playing music. And he said, I'm just glad you got saved. I was beginning to wonder about you. So, hey brother, back that vocal down a little bit. I just needed a little bit in the monitor, but I could hear it echoing big time here. So I sang, and he had to pick a song that I didn't know, you know, so I had to learn it. But 3 days later, I was singing it in his funeral. So. But I tell you, man, when I got saved, there was a lot of people surprised. You know what I mean? The police were glad. I was glad too. But I was raised up hard, man. Foster homes, different homes, bouncing. You never unpacked your bags. You never knew where you'd be headed. But heck I told y'all that story. But it had something to do with a song. I don't know which one it was, but anyhow, might have been this song. Might have been this song. I cut this song because, you know, like I said, my past life, man, was hard. I had a hard heart. In and out of jail a lot. Married a bunch. Divorced a bunch. Gave a few brick houses away. You know, that's always fun. But I don't miss all that, you know. Me and Rhonda have been married, I tell them, and I probably told y'all, me and Rhonda have been married 21 years coming up next month. 21 years she put up with me. And I wasn't saved a whole lot of that, you know. So it was tough for her. But I tell them, I mind that woman. 21 years, I mind her. I sure do. I didn't mind them other 3 or 4 I was married to, but I mind that one for sure. My 30-year-old daughter said, Dad, some of them stories that people tell, is that true? I said, don't believe none of that. Don't believe none of that. I wouldn't do none of that. I tell you why we're telling stories. I told one the other day that I had almost forgot about. I ain't no gambler. I went to a poker game. Me and one of the boys I raised with in them homes, he's a brother to me. I went to a poker game. But by the footbridge, y'all know the longest footbridge in the world is in Rusk, Texas. Yeah. It was called the Footbridge Apartments. We went to this poker game. Neither one of us belonged there. They took my money, and I figured I'd settle up with them. So turned into a big brawl anyhow. And me and my brother fighting in there, fighting out in the parking lot, trying to get to the truck, because we was kind of outnumbered. And the police got there. Ronnie Miller, my buddy that died, he was one of them. They got there, and of course I got locked up. You know, if you're kind of winning, you're the one going to jail. And I was kind of winning. My brother wasn't winning. I was trying to help him too, but so they locked us up. Me and Andy, both big boys, locked us up. They pulled out of the apartments, and it's straight up a hill toward the jailhouse, toward the square. And that 1977 Ford LTD 4-door police car, the transmission was slipping so bad that he made us get out and push. And this is the true story. So we got out and pushed the police car all the way to the jailhouse, to the courthouse. And I said, are we gonna get out of jail free card for this? He said, not happening today. So anyhow, we locked us up. But we did push the car off, the cop car, all the way to the jailhouse. I need to write a song about that. Man. But I don't miss all that hell I used to have. And I'm sure there's some of y'all the same way. Now you didn't have all these troubles when you were out in sin. All the words I heard the devil say time and time again. He said, now don't you miss the whiskey and those old swinging doors. But since I had a taste of heaven, I don't miss the hell that I had before. Well, I wake up every morning with a big smile on my face, and I go to bed every night and knowing that I'm saved. And my worst day of living for Jesus is better than any before the Lord. And since I've had a taste of heaven, I don't miss the hell that I had before. Now it's been quite a few years since I found the Lord, and I've learned to do my battles with a shield and a sword. Hey, the devil don't give up easy, no. it does, my Lord. And since I've had a taste of heaven, I don't miss the hell that I had before. When I wake up every morning with a big smile on my face, and I go to bed every night knowing that I'm saved. But the worst, but my best, but my worst day ever for Jesus is better than any before the Lord. Hey, since I had a taste of heaven, I don't miss the hell, I don't miss the hell that I had before. You know, I tell you something, that's crazy, but it's true. You get these songs sent to me. That's a James Payne song. I got it on CD over there. We got a heck of a cut on it, man, and it's great. But you get those songs from them guys. You go in the studio, you cut them. You're sitting there holding a piece of paper. You're not having to concentrate on the guitar. They don't let me touch a guitar in the studio. No, Mike, just leave your guitar in the truck, son. It'll be fine. We got guitar pickers in here. So, but you go in there and then you cut the song and you sing it, and it's on a great track. And it's so easy. Then you don't remember the words. You don't learn the words. I hadn't done that song in, I don't know how long. I hadn't done it. I ain't done it 3 or 4 times in any churches, I don't think. But it's on a CD over there. If you want to hear the real version of it. There ain't no mistakes in that one, you know, but I tell you, like I said before, man, the good Lord has just been good to me. Keeps opening doors, we keep stepping through them, and I'm having a blast. I'm getting a little old, but I'm having a blast, you know. I'll be 62 in July. I think I'm here on my birthday. Yeah. I think I am. For sure.
We need to put in a wheelchair ramp or anything?
Probably so. I left my knee brace at home, you know. What was it? I went last weekend, my knee was giving out on me. I had a knee brace and I had 2 elbow pads on because my tendonitis in my arm. My back was hurting. And I was cussing a concrete truck all the way to Athens. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and best for world of lost sinners was slain. And I cherish the old rugged cross. Trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Oh, the old rugged cross, so despised by the world as a wondrous attraction for me. For that dear Lamb of God left His glory above to bear it to dark Calvary. And I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I'll lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. I will cling life had come unwound, and I stumbled into a little Catholic church in need of revival, double shot of the Bible. And Lord knows that whiskey didn't quench my thirst. And a cowboy preacher got up and got to preaching about a man who was headed straight for hell. And at the end of the story, he said, for those that don't know me, I ain't judging nobody, I'm talking about myself. And I've had some bad times, I've had some good times, I've seen it both kinds. There's one thing holds true: you don't just pray when it's raining. Now you got to pray when the sun shines too. The devil's patient when the storm starts raging, and he'll softly whisper, where's your Jesus now? When the sky turns clear blue, he'll do the best to convince you that it wasn't God who took away those crowds. But I've had some bad times, I've had some good times, I've seen it both kinds. There's one thing holds true: you don't just pray when it's raining. Now you got to pray when the sun shines too. Yeah, you got to pray when the sun shines too. Time to do one more, maybe two, maybe five. Every now and then, an old friend of mine I hadn't seen in some time will stop by and ask me how I'm doing, what's on my mind. They wonder why I'm not drinking and still painting this old town red. Tell them I'm serving Jesus now, and that old man is dead. The man you see before you may look a lot the same. I may wear the same old clothes and have the same old name. You're looking on the outside, you can see inside instead. You can see the brand new man. That old man is dead. I used to live such a wicked life, I had no hope inside, and I was lost in darkness, searching for the light. But then one night in a little church, after hearing what the preacher said, I gave my life to Jesus. That old man was dead. rock the same, and I may wear the same old boots and have the same old name, but you're looking on the outside. You can see inside instead. You would see a brand new man. That old man is dead. You'd see a brand new man. That old man was me. Thank y'all for having me out. This is kind of home for us. Did the Sandman leave?
They're cooking back there.
Oh, they cooking ribs?
Yeah.
Oh, they cooking ribs? Lucky day be here today.
You know when it comes. Yeah, it's an accident you're here on Third Sunday.
Well, I set you up, see, when I called you about that.
Hey, I want to tell y'all something I didn't learn until very late in life. There's a difference between riding in the back of a cop car and the front of a cop car. It's a way different view in the front of a cop car. I highly recommend you try that one first. Promise you. Michael, thank you for coming.
Thank you, man, for having me.
Rhonda, thank you for bringing me. Definitely appreciate it. All right, let's see. We're going to have baptisms here in just a second. So let's get through some announcements real quick. Bibles